Hello, my name is Kayla, and today I'm going to be making a late Victorian corset. Why am I making this corset? So last year I had made a Christmas dress, and it was like an 1850s, 60s dress. And I loved the idea of doing a Christmas dress. And while the dress itself isn't exactly what you would call Christmassy, it's still a kind of special occasion dress that I make around Christmas. And this year, I've decided to do the 1890s. The problem being, I do not have 1890s undergarments. So I have endeavored to make all of these 1890s undergarments before starting the construction of my 1890s Christmas dress. And while this corset technically isn't exactly 1890s, it is latter Victorian and will serve the purpose. So I started in with the corset, and if you happen to glance at the published date for this video, it's like October. And you're like, Kayla, how long does it take you to make a corset? Well, I started this in like September, so quite a while. And considering my track record for my other sewing projects, we're gonna need some time. But let's make a corset.
I began by draping my pattern pieces on my dress form. This was super rough, but it gave me an idea of where to start. I took the pieces off the form and evened them up a bit. I also numbered them so that I knew in what order they were to go. Okay, so here is my paper mock-up, and this is extremely hard to do with one hand. But basically it is at least looking like it's going to be workable. Paper doesn't really want to lie nicely, so it's kind of funky to work with. And obviously it has no closures and there's only one side. So doing the best I can to see what kind of shape it'll give me, and I think the shape is promising. So we're gonna go ahead and do a mock-up of this.
Honest confession time, it has been a month since I looked at this project. Before you judge me, there were several other projects that had immediate deadlines that needed to get done. So this was kind of pushed to the back burner for a little bit, but we're back. And where we last left off, I had done this mock-up, and as terrible as it was, it did convey some really good information to me. This mock-up, however, did not have a busk or boning or any eyelets or lacing or anything like that, so it didn't work like a corset. I just pinned it onto me, but I think the shape is there, and I think we're ready to do the final thing. So we are just gonna go straight from mock-up 1 to the actual thing and see how it goes.
Okay, month-long diversion aside, I started tracing and then cutting all of my pieces. I cut everything on an arc to get it on the bias. However, I'm not sure if this is the correct way to do this. I'm still learning. I felt a little lost in all the panels, so I took some time to lay everything out like it would have been if it was sewn together. Next, I put in my busk, and again, I'm still learning, so I didn't film much here, but this is what it looks like when it's all in. I decided to use what I believe is called the welt method to attach my corset panels. All 4 pieces are sewn at the same time, and then the seam is flipped closed and ironed. Next, I put in my grommets and began work on the boning, and oh wow, was there a lot of boning channels to sew. I bound the top and the bottom using dark green cotton tape. I then decided to lace it using the bunny ear method, leaving 2 loops on either side of the center back with which to tighten the corset.
Final thoughts on this corset. While this is definitely the best fitting corset I've ever made, it doesn't win the award for the neatest corset on planet Earth. However, it is my favorite boned thing that I've ever sewn, and it makes me really excited to start working on my 1890s gown, which is next, which makes me really, really happy. And so yeah, you can keep your eyes peeled for more 1890s Christmas dress videos that won't be published at Christmas until the last one, in theory, and hopefully it looks good. But yeah, bye!